Good morning to you, Stephen and Anne. You were just discussing the importance of people coming together, and it is that sense, isn't it, that's been bringing people down to Buckingham Palace whenever they can in their droves. We've been watching those crowds gather throughout the course of the morning. I don't know if you can see over my shoulder, it's about 4 or 5 people deep now, right at the front of the gates, people coming up, continuing. Here we are on day 3 since the passing of the Queen, and still wanting to pay tribute to her, have some quiet respect. And don't forget, this is a Saturday morning. Interesting to note, I suppose, the different sorts of people are arriving here. During the week, there were a lot of tourists, as you'd expect, predominantly probably international tourists who found themselves at the centre of one of the world's biggest stories. A lot of people who were working were coming down before work, perhaps, or during their lunch breaks. But now it's the weekend. We're seeing more groups of families, of British families, of all ages, it has to be said, and very much in family groups as well, which is lovely to see. And of course, this is a family event. Everybody describing, or a lot of people describing anyway, that the passing of the Queen has felt like a death within the family. For King Charles, of course, that is a very real thing. Okay, he's lost his mother in all of this, and yet no time to grieve in private, waking up here in Buckingham Palace for the first time as our new monarch. Now, as the longest serving heir in this country, we have a good sense of who Prince Charles was, don't we? We know what his politics was, pretty much. We know what his beliefs were in terms of things like the environment. He's going to have to change all of that, and any question about what that might look like, what his sovereignty might look like, was dispelled, I think it's fair to say, when we heard that address yesterday evening to the nation, striking such a perfect tone. I was told he was rewriting that speech just minutes before it was recorded. A very personal note. He paid tribute to his mother, he paid tribute to his wife and children, but also reassuring the nation that he would continue in the vein of his own mother, of that life of service. I made mention of the tributes he paid to his family. I think they were really key, weren't they? We think that obviously the mention of Harry and Meghan in all this was an attempt to try and heal bridges, to try and make sure that they aren't blindsided again by the Sussexes. Now, I understand there are reports this morning that Meghan Markle has cancelled an appearance that she was due to do with Jimmy Fallon back in the States, staying here instead with Harry in the UK. And I'm sure the team at Buckingham Palace will be relieved to hear that. We also heard from King Charles yesterday that his son and now heir, Prince William, will be known formally as the Prince of Wales, along with his wife, who will be known as the Princess of Wales. Now, those are loaded titles. There's no getting away from it. The last time we had a Princess of Wales, it was Diana, of course, and along with her came an awful lot of heartache and, in some cases, controversy as well. But I think it's fair to say that Catherine has been on the scene long enough for the British public to know what to expect from her, and I'm sure they will be embracing their new Princess of Wales along with our new King as well.